dark side made this?
It's turned up all the way. That's why it's loud.
This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies, the truth first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Oh, you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real. This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies, the truth first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Oh, you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rant to the Real, the pod where real niggas get on here and rant. This is the #1 podcast in the top 50. No need to look that up. Google is wrong. They're stealing your data. I would not trust them. I am your host, Uncle Chav, the hardest working in the world. Now let's start your day off with eggs, bacon vibes, and I bring you nothing but vibes, yo. It's a great day. It's raining. It's cold. This weather goes like up and down out here. Like it'll rain for a second, then it'll stop. It'll rain for a second, then it'll stop. The heat has not died down, but it will rain. It's only cold in this hotel room. It's only cold in this hotel room. Outside, it feels every bit of whatever it says it is. But in here, oh no, it feels like 12 degrees. It is freezing. But it's all good though. It is all good. We're doing the road podcast. I told you guys this would come. I don't know how I look. I don't know if I'm dark, if I'm not. I don't know. But we will figure that out when the time comes. I'm actually recording on the new camera. It's basically my GoPro. The one I put on when I ride my bike. But we're recording on that. I went for like a minimalist setup. Like I just wanted to bring the least amount of stuff as possible to get like the most work done. And I inevitably took a shotgun to my feet, and it didn't work. You know, I should have tested this setup before I like pulled the trigger, but I said, nah, it's fine, it'll work. I've done it before, sort of. And then I remember when I did it the first time, I hated it. So I did it again, not remembering that I hated the first time when I tried to do the minimalist setup. Nobody's fault but my own. That's fine though. Pod's out on time. We're recording. The audio's working. I ironed out most of the kinks. Doesn't get no better than that. But yeah, out here in Tennessee for a month. 1 month. I think this is we'll call it day 2. Well, yeah, we'll call it day 2. I left yesterday. Got here yesterday. I didn't really do much. Grabbed a few things. I did more productive stuff today, right? So I'm here. We're all set up. And then sort of comfortable. I got it to where it is functional. It is good enough. It's not how I would like it, but it's good enough. It's enough to where for a whole month I won't be miserable. But no, then when I was here, I was home. I was like, this is easy. This is a quick little 30 days. We're going to run it down. Bing, bow, done. That was so far from the truth. It's a rough 30 days. I ain't gonna lie. Because it's a rough 2 days. Although maybe it's the initial hump. You gotta get over the fact that you can't really do what you want to do because you're not used to it. I know for a fact that before I came down here, I looked up if there was a gym. There is not a gym. And then the part that kind of pisses me off is because I only kept the gym membership because I was like, oh, I can come here and still work out. Nope. Only saving grace is that there is a gym in this hotel. I should probably go find it soon. And that's how I'm gonna get my daily gains. Have not went to go look for it yet. But that's neither here nor there. There are things that I have to iron out and work out. But other than that, I can't complain. Like I said, this won't be the easiest 30 days, but it won't be the hardest 30 days. Fucking grocery shopping probably was one of the hardest things because I'm like, I don't know what to get. And then I had to realistically sit back and think about what am I gonna actually cook? Because there's a difference between buying shit and then like somebody else cooks it or like you have cook it. But and then the difference is you cook it. No, 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 no. I usually only really make breakfast, call it a day. But no, I gotta think about multiple meals a day. Hell, after this, I gotta make food for tomorrow. Is what it is, though. Growing pains of flying solo. Um, I got on my first plane ride when I got here. Like, I mean, I would. This is my first plane ride, but this is the first one I actually remember, and wasn't bad. My hotel experience, the airport experience wasn't bad. Got a lot of free shit. A lot of helpful people. TSA wasn't very helpful. They didn't really want to be bothered, but you could probably. That's with any security, I would say. They had no desire in being bothered, but the actual airport staff itself, those guys are helpful. They actually wanted to be there. Shout out to the airport staff. Those guys, yeah, I mean, they made the experience. What can I say? Since I've been down here, or up, or Midwest here, um, I've been to some restaurants. Some were on my list because it's like, I see the commercial for Carl Hardy Jr.'s. I should try it out. Haven't been there yet. I know there's a Waffle House. Definitely want to go there one day. Just don't know when. But there were some other places I went to that were like fast food, and I been wanting to try whatever. Bojangles. There was some other shit, and I always get got by the first voice you hear. Cause they're like, hello, welcome to whatever. You're gonna use the mobile app or you're gonna whatever. You already placed your order and you're like, no. And they're like, oh yeah. And they're talking to you. And then that voice goes away and then the real voice comes in. That's the actual human. Yeah, no, that voice sucks. Because then it's just like some angry, grumpy, it's usually a lady, some angry, grumpy lady, and they don't really want to be bothered. And it's like, what happened to that nice, beautiful robot voice that I was talking to? Bring that one back. I don't want to talk to this, whatever the hell you got me talking to. This person. This person isn't bringing me the experience like the robot did. Bring back the robot. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it could just be coincidence. But every time I've ever been through a drive-through, it's usually a guy in the morning that like loves his job. It's always just like some super energetic, happy dude. Every morning I usually go to fast food. I don't usually eat it on the regular, but when I do, for whatever reason, it's always some happy dude. And then once you get to the evenings, it's usually happy dude's gone home, and it's some angry lady, someone that doesn't want to be bothered, someone that hates their job, and everyone that is associated with it. Test the theory out. Next time you go to the Dons, it's always some happy dude. But if you go out Like, not in the hood. You'll never find a happy person in the hood. But if you go out a little bit further, you're in the burbs, you're at that nice McDonald's. In the morning, it's always that nice guy. Then in the afternoon, it doesn't really matter where you go. They're usually crabby. It's just an angry lady. Never understood it. But no, I always get, it's always, and then for in the morning, does a voice come on? It's always in the afternoon. Maybe they know that, like, you're going to start talking to Captain Jack Sparrow in the afternoon. So they're like, let's butter him up. Give him this nice serenaded voice, this beautiful lady. And then we'll drop the bomb on him. We'll let him know, like, just ease him into it. Make him feel good. And then, bam, we're sorry. You have to talk to this person now. Maybe that's what it is. Because I swear I get got every time. And you would think I would know that, oh, this isn't a real person. No, every time. Even out here, it gets me every time. And I've only been so many places. But Jesus Christ. What's the point of having the robot lady if you're going to trick me? Oh, man. Before I came out here, I don't know if everybody knew that I was leaving or, maybe they just decided at that time they wanted to get their life together. But everybody came to me all at once, trying to figure life out, what to do, where to go. I don't know. I don't know how I became like the information guide for people. Like, my shit ain't fully together. It's a little bit further than some, but it ain't fully together. I can't help you. Why y'all come to me with your problems? This over 8 billion people in this world. Excuse me. And you came to me for help? I can't help you. It genuinely makes me see just how many people don't have basic life shit together, and like, I don't want to be like mean or rude or I'm better than thou, but I feel like I kind of am in a certain aspect because now when niggas is in their 30s, you want help with a bank account. Now when niggas is in they pushing their 30s, you want help finding a job. You need to get your driver's license. You want to finish the GED program. And it's like, well, why now? And why are you using me as that source? You got, what changed to where, like, you're like, nah, you know what? 20s were awesome. 30s are serious. You been dig that, big homie. You should have been did that. Was it because now you're in a different league with the different ladies and you can't keep them as easily entertained as you did? Is that what's going on? Is you know that the hustling ain't working no more? Or at least street hustling? Like, what changed to where you're like, all right, I'm gonna get my life together and I'm gonna ask Chav how I do it? Nah, big homie, I can't help you. I don't even know how to help. I don't even know how to help you. But it's like, I don't know. I just don't feel like, I just don't want to be around people that don't have their basic life shit together. Like, why don't you have any of these things set up? Why didn't it matter to you then? And then at what point did you decide it matters now? And then it's crazy is people ask you for the help to like set these things up and get into place. All right, cool. Then when you try to help or give them a little second or at least go that way. That's how you get where you want to go. Niggas don't want to do it. Oh, can you just do it for me? Nah, nigga. No. I so I genuinely don't like giving help because you give niggas an inch and they try to run a whole mile. You asked for my help, not me do it for you. If I was gonna do it for you, then I just would have done it myself and been already doing this thing. There's a reason why I'm not doing said thing in certain spaces. People ask me to help them set up shit all the time. I have no problem helping you set it up. I have no problem, well, telling you how to set it up. I'm not gonna set it up. I have no problem pointing you in a direction. But when I give you the advice to do it and then you don't do it, it's like, well, what's the point of wasting my time? You could have left me alone. And it seemed like last week was the let's find Trav and ask him all these goddamn questions associated with stuff that we want to do in our life, and he'll fix it for us. No, I will leave you and your half project, wherever it stands, because I cannot help you. There's certain walks you gotta walk alone, buddy. I at least showed you how to get there, though. I at least held your hand for as long as I could. Something had popped up in my news feed, and I was on TikTok for a little bit because I was on my other phone, and I saw this thing, and it's called like Hong Kong cage apartments. Those things are wild. It's like New York City living, but they're layered. So it's like it looked like little dog cages or something, like an extra large dog cage stacked on top of each other. And then they kind of just slide in, hang their clothes or whatever on the outside, and they just live that way. And that looks so rough. It makes you feel bad because it's like, yo, damn, China, you don't, you're not helping the situation, playing into the stereotypes and the way people talk and shit. When you got your residents living like this, damn, China, why are your people living like this? And it's not a shot at the Chinese government. I'm pretty sure it's probably a lot deeper than the surface level shit that I'm talking about. But realistically, that's rough living. I can't even lie. That's not one of those things where it's like, oh, the government needs to step in and fix it. There's a lot mixed into that. There should be regulations against shit like that. But, god damn. Like, you gotta see them things. Like, the Hong Kong cage apartments. It's literally a dog cage, and they kind of just like fit in how they get in. And it's like, how? I You ever see like the houses on Skid Row? How like they build those little complex condominiums in the middle of the street? I feel like that's luxury living compared to these metal dog cages they got these people sleeping in. And I don't say they got them sleeping in. They probably, that's the best option they got to sleep. But still, that is rough. That's rough. I do not wish that on anybody. That's rough living. That's gotta be like sleeping outside has to be better than living that way. Like, that's rough. I think there's a whole documentary on it. And I know, like, For some reason, the Asian culture likes to hide their homeless. I know Japanese do it. China does it. It's like, yeah, they exist, but they don't. So we're just gonna put them over here, and no one go over there for any reason. Just don't. And the people that are in that gated community, you don't leave for any reason. They could leave. They're not forced, but still, that's how it comes off. It's just like, don't ever leave, ever. Don't stay in that area. Yo, shit is rough. It makes you appreciate the world and how it is, especially if you live somewhere that's fortunate not to live that way. But it also, you understand why the bottom doesn't come up because it's very hard to. Like if there's no way for you to make it out and come up, you're cooked. You'll never come up. You just stay down. And no matter how hard you try and fight, you stay down. And that's truly no one else's fault. It's just the luck of the draw. Sometimes you're just born into poverty, and just really, I'm not gonna say you don't get out, because that would be a lie. It's definitely people and the situations that people have overcome and turned into better things. But those are diamond in the roughs, 1 in a million. That's very hard. And I know a lot of people say like, "Oh, I came from nothing." Yeah, well, at least you had a real roof over your head. To say you made it out of like actual Skid Row or like a Hong Kong apartment, now that's starting from the bottom. Or some Slumdog Millionaire type shit. Like, you have this plot of land that you pay rent on, and then like you know how to make clay bricks, so that's how you had your house. Or like there's a lot of those African houses where they pay like $250 a month. Well, I'm tripping. They don't even pay that much because they don't make that much. It's one of them. I think they pay like $40 a month, and I think the average person makes like $30 or $25 a month, something like that, right? So they pay that ridiculous price, and then they live with like a family of 8 plus the landlord and his family. So like you gotta think about it. It's the landlord, his family, and 8 other paying residents and their families. That's gotta be like 30, 40 motherfuckers under one roof. Now starting from there and then going up, that's starting from the bottom. That's a real, yeah, I made it moment. That's something that's something you gotta flaunt. You gotta share everything. You have nothing. Nothing will ever be yours. It's not even yours. It's not even sharing because it was never yours to begin with. It's tough. Makes you appreciate the things you have. Not gonna lie. Being here makes me appreciate the things I have. They have me in a car. Do you know how long it's been since I've been in a car? Now, I'm not talking like, oh, I have the biggest lifted car ever. I have a regular sedan. But I don't sit this low to the ground. It's like, the only way to get in is to like kind of fall in and then put my legs inside. And then to get out, it's more of a roll out, catch balance, and come back up kind of deal. Because, like, how do you get in and out of a car? And it's so goddamn low. How? It feels like you're under the road. Like, it feels like no one can see me. I'm hoping they don't hit me because I'm just down below everybody. And it's like, makes you appreciate the car back home. I have 8 pillows on this bed, and none of them make the firmness of the one. Makes you appreciate what you got back home. As I said, I gotta cook. I don't want to do that. But I gotta do what I gotta do. Because I might not be hungry now. Because I'm not. I had some burgers. And This is why you don't buy like the chef stuff, because then you end up screwed over. So I bought this seasoning. It was like all-purpose seasoning. And I was like, okay, this looks good. It's got some, little spice in it, and it'll work. Got some all-purpose seasoning, chili flakes or something like that. Had Guy Fieri on it. I'm like, okay, whatever. It can't be that disappointing. Guy Fieri. So I seasoned the burgers with it, marinated. It's not spicy, like it said it was. It's sweet. It's like a tangy. It's disgusting. I have a big old. I have a pretty decent sized portion because I'm like, all right, well, I'll just buy enough to last a month. Well, technically, if I use it every day, then yeah, it would last a month. I'm not using that stuff ever again. And then I bought some barbecue sauce to go on the chicken that I bought. Guy Fieri's on the bottle. It's probably not gonna taste good because I'm swinging off the first shit. And it's like, this is what I get for doing stuff I have no business doing, trying to buy an all arounder, like that soap. It's like a soap, conditioner, body wash, uh, shampoo, moisturizer. Yeah, no, don't buy that shit. Don't ever put that on your body. That shit, no. Same thing with this all around seasoning. So I get, no, should have never bought it. Luckily, I do have salt and pepper, though. I can just stick with that. But yeah, it makes you appreciate the shit you got at home. And I don't know. Maybe sometimes you just gotta see things in other people's shoes to understand it. You don't gotta walk in them per se. Like you shouldn't have to actually step in them to appreciate what you got at home. But just to see, like, damn, there is really less than existing out there, happily thriving, or maybe not happily thriving, but at least put on a damn show good show that they are happily thriving. I guess that's all we can ask for in this life. At least is the image of happiness. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna call it a day. I'm freezing over here. I'm ready to get the hell away from this window. I think this is the AC. Not really sure. I might have to call down and talk to what are they called? Concierge. The guy that works at the receptionist. I think he's a I don't know, the front desk guy. Really nice guy. Really great. Answers every question I've had. He I kind of wonder, when does he go home or have a day off or a break? Because when I came here last night, he was here. When I stopped, I think the last time I went downstairs was like 10 o'clock p.m. He was here. When I went downstairs at 8 a.m., he was here. And when I came back from Wegmans around 4, he was here. So, like, does he just not get a day off? Is he just work 24/7? Is he going to be here tomorrow? Like, what is his hours? What are these hours you're working, man? Tune in next week, y'all.